So dear students, let's start the further explanation here. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly and recommended himself to die and soar and curve and shrieking shrilly. So now he was completely enjoying his fly. He forgot that he could not fly before a moment, and now he was enjoying his victory as he had learned to fly and commended himself. Now he was enjoying his victory. He commended himself to die and soar and curve. So he was enjoying all the ways of flying, and he was screaming shrilly in a loud voice. He was screaming as he was enjoying his victory. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with little ridges moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. So now he was very, very happy and flying straight over the sea. And what he was observing, he observed that there is vast green sea beneath him, with little ridges, with little mountains over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed, and he enjoyed his victory a lot. He cawed amusedly, happily he cawed. His parents and his brothers and sisters had landed on this green flooring ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. He dropped his left leg to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. But he was tired and weak with hunger, and he could not rise. Exhausted by the strange exercise, his feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it, and he sank no farther. He was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. He had made his flight. So, beckoning means gesture. Okay, so let's see the explanation. So when he landed, his family landed along with him as a gesture that they were proud. They were screaming and shouting in excitement in their high pitched voices. Then he went into sea, where at first he got scared and thus panicked. He tried escaping but got tired and weak because of hunger. Thus when he calmed down, he started floating in the sea he was once afraid of. His family now his family was celebrating by screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him a scrap of dogfish, and they were offering him food now. Thus, when he calmed down, he started floating in the sea, and he was once afraid of. And his family was celebrating in excitement and offered him food as praise. Finally, he had overcome his fear and had made his first flight. So this was all about this story, dear students. Here we have completed the first part of the two stories of flying. It's the very interesting story. Now let's have a brief summary of the chapter. Let's discuss the brief summary so that you can improve your listening skill too. So let's have the summary. So the story is First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty is about a young seagull who is afraid to fly. All his younger siblings, despite their much shorter wings, flew fearlessly, while he could not gather the courage to trust his own wings. So the young seagull became sad when he saw his parents perfecting his younger siblings in the art of flying. His parents scold and taunt him for not even trying, then even call him a coward. They tell him a lot to at least try. So what they say, just try at least. So they tell him a lot to at least try, and also threaten him to leave him alone and hungry if he does not. Now the following day he is left in isolation, and upon feeling hungry, He tries to seek the attention of his family members. Only his mother, who is withering a fish in an attempt to eat it, notices his son, and the young seagull cries out of starvation, hoping his mother would help. On seeing his mother come to him with the fish, he gets excited, but on noticing that his mother stopped midway, he gets maddened out of hunger and takes a dive at the fish, forgetting for a moment that he is afraid to fly. Now, finally, what happens? He took his first flight. All the family members celebrated his victory by cheering and dancing around him. He also attempts at floating in the sea that he was once afraid of. Now he conquers his fear at last. Thus he overcomes his fear and realizes that it is all in the mind. So this was all about the story, dear students. And this was the brief summary of the story. Just go through it and improve your listening skill as well. Thank you so much for watching this video.